I first heard Memphis Made Fire quite a few years ago. It was when Alexandria was first forming. It was like the original demos and stuff. And then we ended up touring together, like my third tour ever. It was just love at first sight.
Yeah, that's when I discovered Asking, is when we did a tour together. It was called the You'd Be Way Cuter in a Coffin tour.
God, totally. It's so ridiculous.
But it was actually a really good tour. It was Alexandria was headlining. It was a few years ago. Word Alive was on it. From First to Last was on it. So that's when we met and just became like best friends.
I started singing just by chance. I was the guitarist of Asking Alexandria, and we couldn't find a singer. So we were just gonna go in and take it in turns, and then I was first, and they were like, okay, I guess you need to find a new guitarist.
My brother he's a lot older than me, and he's a solo artist. He lives in Nashville. So I grew up watching him play music. My mom took me to a lot of concerts when I was younger. So I guess, you know, even from early on childhood, I've always been a part of like the music scene.
That's fine, I'll play the game, but just... It's coming out really good. Finished half of it. Yeah, going in September to do the other half.
It sounds incredible, man. We were jamming it earlier. It's really good.
The new Memphis Made Fire record's coming out though.
The album's called Challenger, and it's our second full-length album on Rise Records. We're really proud of it, really stoked on it. We've already released a couple singles, and kids are already latching on and singing along during our set, so we're really happy with what's going on. The two singles that we released from the Hollow, they're called The Sinner and The Victim. Both those songs are really popular live, yeah.
Obviously, Final Episode's a big one. That's kind of the first single. There's a lot of crowd participation. I think it's going to move though from the new single we were listening to earlier called Run Free, which is coming out soon from the new record. I mean, I'm a rock and roller, so it's kind of in my blood. Asking Alexandria is a metal band with a rock and roll singer in my eyes. So it's kind of always been there for me.
It just depends on who you grow up listening to, you know. I mean, like, there's so many bands that we tour with, you know, and I mean this, you know, as in all respect, but I mean, like, Danny and I didn't like grow up on Under Oath, you know, like those aren't the bands that were our main influences, even though they did influence us, you know, like more modern bands, but it's like, you know, like older rock and roll and like the music that gave birth to the scene that we're in right now, you know, are bands that influenced us, and I think that comes through and shows with our vocals.
Definitely like the Motley Crues and the Def Leppard and the Journey and Aerosmith and stuff.
I love Bon Jovi so much.
That was my first show ever.
Yeah.
First show I ever saw Bon Jovi. And my dad took me, and it was just the most insane thing. And I was there, and at that moment I was like, I want to be a rock star.
My first show, probably, my mom took me to DC Talk, I think, at the arena in Spokane. But I think most influential first show probably when my dad took me to like Metallica, I think, when I was real young. Danny comes out and does guest vocals with us. That's a pretty rock star moment for me, dude.
It's always fun. We did it again today. Yesterday came out, you know, just a minute early. Just kind of stood around on stage.
It worked, you know. No, I haven't really sang with any of my idols or anything, but I hope I get to. I think that'd be really cool. DC Talk guest vocals would be heaven.